NYPD sergeant. Thank you. I can tell you with confidence, every night the people of New York City slept securely, knowing that I was on the day shift. But I do remember my first call as a cop. It was called for loitering on the corner. So I walk over there, I said, let's go folks, you gotta leave. And they won't leave. I said, let's go, clear out. And they won't move. With that, the patrol car pulls up, salty old cop comes marching over, he says, hey, you having a problem here, kid? I said, yeah, I can't get him off the corner. He said, because it's a bus stop. But I will say, there were days it was very difficult to be a cop. You know, there were days I'd go to work, I'd been spit on, assaulted, shot at, and that was just in the locker room. One of the best days I had as a cop, though, was when I got to deliver a baby. This was a great day, and I remember it. I get to the house, and the woman's screaming, the baby's coming, the baby's coming. So I go down, and I look, and the baby's coming. But he was breech. So I get my hand in there, and she's pushing, and I'm pulling and turning and twisting. Baby comes out, EMS shows up, they take her to the hospital. About 2 weeks later, she shows up to the precinct. I said, oh, are you here to thank me? She said, no, I found your watch. Now that I'm retired, though, I became a realtor, and in the beginning, it's a little difficult making some sales. At the open house, I probably should have been patting everybody down. Then there was a time I brought the people to the house, and it turned out it was a crack house. It worked out, though. They bought the house and the business. And now they're moving out to the Hamptons. And then, not being good with technology, there was a time I was uploading all my listings, and I accidentally linked them to a porn site. Everybody loved my virtual tours. So I just started with a new company, and this is a good place. And my manager was very happy when I told her I discovered that I could use my computer for more than just Facebook, email, and porn. She said, yes, real estate. I said, no, online gambling. One of the hardest things I had to do as a realtor, though, was to sell the house that I grew up in. It's very difficult, especially when I told them the house comes with my mother. I have 2 children. I'll tell you the best way to punish your children, don't take away the iPad, take away the charger. And then watch as the blood drains from their faces as they're trying to conserve the battery. And on a Saturday night, you should see the look on my wife's face when I take away her battery. My son, he's a good kid. He's 16. Every once in a while, I gotta borrow some money from him. His comedy pays so well. And it's never a problem. It's just then he hounds me to pay him back. He's like a little leg break. I don't mind paying him back. I just think it's a ridiculous amount of points he charges. And then he's got the nerve to ask me for new clothes. I said, Nick, when I was your age, all I got were hand-me-downs. And I never quite fit into my sister's pants. And now he wants to go to college. But I don't think I have too much to worry about as far as him being college material, because the colleges want you to do extracurricular work. And I said to him, Nick, why don't you go read to the orphans? He said, Dad, that's a good idea, but I really don't want to deal with their parents. I had to see the sex education film at school, so I had to sign a permission slip. So when he comes home, I said, Nick, what'd you think of the film? He goes, not as good as your virtual tours. My wife, horrible housekeeper. Piles of dishes in the sink, it drives me crazy. Every time I need a fork, it's like playing Jenga. But she is here tonight, and I do appreciate the support. It's good to see you laughing outside the bedroom. The other day she wasn't feeling well, so I said, you know, honey, sex is the best medicine. She said, "You're absolutely right. Problem is, I need long lasting and you're fast acting." We just bought a new bed. $7,000 for a sleep number bed, and I still can't get a 69. Now that I've gotten older, my body doesn't react quite as it used to. Need a little help on the blue pills. Aleve. So I got this new doctor, and she's gorgeous. I mean, she is hot. So I always find a reason to go see her. Last year I racked up $4,000 in copay. Of course, you know every one of those visits involved her checking my testicles. I would like to take a minute though, because a friend of mine did pass away the other day, and I was a little saddened by that. I mean, he could have just told me he didn't want to come to the show. I'll tell you, one of the things I don't really like is inappropriate applause. When people clap after a movie, or when a plane lands. My wife claps every time I leave the house. I really hate it when she claps after sex, because I can hear her when I'm in the living room. We wanted to grow the family, so we started to look into adoption. I tell you, this is not easy to adopt. The paperwork, the phone calls, the background checks. But we are getting our new puppy tomorrow. My wife is a court reporter, and she treats our bedroom like it's a courtroom. Whenever we're gonna have sex, she tells me, "All rise." Enter Exhibit A into evidence. When she's finished, she tells me, "Court is adjourned." So the other day, I decided I was going to initiate sex. So I stood at the end of the bed naked. Right? Take it in, ladies. So I'm standing at the end of the bed naked. I said, "Honey, the court is in session. I'm going to enter into evidence exhibits D-I-C-K." She looks up, she says, "You know I don't work small claims court." I will say this though, I did grow up in a very traditional Italian household. I mean, my mother never left the house. I woke up in the morning, she was there. I came home, she was there. She cooked, she cleaned, she took care of everything. Like, it's like she never left. But every Saturday, she had to go to confession. And I'm saying, what is my mother doing all week long that she needs to go to confession every week? I mean, I can just picture it. There she is in the confessional. "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I used jarred sauce." That's my time. Thank you very much.